memorize. So it gives you a method, really, of memorization and securing your memory, because there are many different kinds of memory. There's oral memory, visual, there's the visceral memory of tactile feeling, and one of the things that I talk about is how to reinforce the actual final signals that go from your brain to your fingers, about where to put the fingers, and how to reinforce that so that when you do something from memory, you have virtually 100% security with it. So you'll find that useful. Now, if we take a look at variation 3, right? I can't see that. Share the stand here. Those here. What I'd like to see you do is add a rest stroke to the first string. The rest stroke means what?
You stand up to this hand.
Right. But only that one, not the others. And that's for this exercise that I have above. Where I'm doing a simultaneous rest stroke with the thumb and one of the other fingers every 4 beats, which is twice as hard, if not 4 times as hard, as doing just a single rest stroke. So if you can master that, it gives you enormous control in terms of being able to choose to do a rest stroke whenever you want to in either finger, and if you're doing anything that involves multiple voices, it gives you much more control in the fingers of being able to produce the volume that you want and bring out any voice. So in this case, I would suggest you learn that exercise. It will really help being able to shift back and forth between free stroke and rest stroke. Because right now I can see you're having a little bit of trouble doing that. So let's just try it, just that much. And we're going to do a rest stroke on the first string, and everything else will be free stroke. So just do this. Rest stroke. Rest stroke means we're resting on the string behind. Right. Okay, now the rest are going to be, the others are going to be free stroke. Stuck in another rest stroke. Right. Do that a few times. Stuck in another rest stroke. Why would you practice? Don't practice it unless it's really what you want. Then you're going to have to stop doing all that. One more time. Good. So whatever tempo needs to be, got that tempo. No, another rest stroke. No, okay, let's just try 2 notes. Pump and pump. So. But only the rest stroke in the first. Right. Now have to really work not to do something you don't want. In other words, do what you want. It's a lot easier. There you go. Okay, so you can practice that over and over again. And then also look at what you want. It's just to do rest stroke on the top string. Otherwise, it's kind of lost in the shuffle of all the other notes. Then, let's take a look. Why don't you play a little bit of this one? Oh, you didn't do that one, okay. What else did you do?
I did this one too.
Okay. So let's skip ahead and just do the variation 1. Did you do that one? Yeah. Now, in this one, you're doubling up on the fingers. So you want to have a fingering, which you need to write into the right hand, that doesn't hop around on one finger, that alternates all of them. So, for example, you're doing this in the first position here. Right? It's this. So you would do, and then you would do. Okay. So 2 things to remember when you are going to finger for the right hand. One is to alternate, and what's the other thing? How do you decide what fingers to use? What's the general rule that you try to stick with? Hint. Your hand is like this. Is your hand like this, or is your hand like this? You walk around like that? You walk around like this. So, what do you get by me?
The fingers closest.
Keep the order of the fingers. So it's a lot easier. Let's do a little experiment, okay? Take these two fingers and go like this. That's as fast as you can. Now reverse the order and do M-I, M-I. No, what I mean is reverse it. So you start with M here. How did that feel? Terrible, yeah. Because you're changing the order of the fingers. So that's why preserving the order of the fingers will produce a fingering that really works well. So when you switch from M to I like that, that's going to be very hard. You're doing a lot of mixing and mashing along the sides of that. So you're hopping and doing wrong changes. So you need to work out a fingering. In this case,